Greetings once again, pirates on the high seas. Duuz-Diz-Din back again with more One Piece. In the previous chapter, Luffy encouraged Bonnie to go back into her most free form, and with a team-up attack with Bonnie going in for one giant punch on Saturn, who had invaded the giant warrior pirate ship, and Luffy doing a whole lot of punching with a Gatling attack, they managed to knock Saturn back onto Egghead Island, or at least into the water? It's kind of hard to tell. But Saturn has been knocked clear from the giant warrior pirate ship. Meanwhile, the Thousand Sunny, thanks to Atlas's sacrifice, has been propelled towards the water. And as Vegapunk's broadcast continues, he talks about how the fate of the world will be decided by the One Piece. So first Roger tells the world about the One Piece, and multiple pirates go out to sea. Then Whitebeard says that the One Piece is real, encouraging pirates to go even harder at trying to find it. And now with this revelation by Dr. Vegapunk, someone who's actually accredited throughout the world, the question is now, what will this great upheaval cause? And how many more people, not just pirates, will be searching for the One Piece? Join me as I find out, won't you? One Piece chapter 1122. Time is right. So like what Emeth was saying last chapter, is the time right now, Joy Boy? And cover request, redraw the artwork of Smoker, a boy from Achia Prefecture submitted 22 years ago. What a weird request. And it's interesting to see Smoker, because aside from that brief little appearance he made a few chapters ago, we really have not been seeing a lot of Smoker lately. But we also see Hiro Aka in the smoke, which I guess is celebrating that the final chapter of My Hero Academia has come out time of recording. I still need to get around to reading that. I'm behind on so many things. But I love that Oda always takes the time out to celebrate other manga. You're a good man, Oda. Alright, let's jump in. We pick up with people continuing to listen to Vegapunk's broadcast. The citizens question, are pirates gonna control the world? Wait a second, do you realize what you're saying, Vegapunk? No. Are we going to sink it to the ocean too? Do something, Navy. While the pirates cheer, saying, the greatest genius in the world just proved it. We gotta go get it. The One Piece does exist. Yep, there it is. Before with Gold Roger, it was much like when we heard in Ace's flashback, there were some who thought the One Piece was just some random thing a dying man talked about. But then with Whitebeard, it's like he doesn't gain anything by saying that the One Piece exists. So more people were a little bit more willing to believe it. Why would that be his final words in such a situation? And now with Vegapunk, someone who was very much important to the world, even if he had gone against the government, he has far more credibility than any pirate, you know? It's wild. Meanwhile, back in Impel Down, the guards start to panic as the prisoners start to clang their chains, banging on their cell doors saying, pirates are going to rule the world? Woo! And that's why the world sank under the waves, huh? Woo-hoo! Your days are numbered, world government. The guards in the monitor room say, why are you playing it for them? The other guard says, all the transponder snails in the prison activated on their own. There's no way to stop it. Which, I know that was a comment some people were questioning, like, why are they playing this for the prisoners? Remember, Vegapunk hijacked all transponder snails. Whether you wanted to hear it or not, you're getting Vegapunk's message. Meanwhile, cut to the Marines. I was about to say world government, but the Marines. And you see Vice Admiral Stainless. I only remember his name because I love his mustache. And I love that name, Stainless. One Marine says, how can this be happening? As he puts his head in his hand, while Stainless says, what have you done, Vegapunk? Meanwhile, back over with Koby, who's in his hospital bed, as all the other Marines are talking. Hibari listens intently as Koby mutters, Luffy, I have to. Koby then remembers when he first set off with Luffy, and Luffy told him his dream. And Koby said, King of the Pirates? Well, fame, power. We'd have to achieve it all. Don't tell me you're after the One Piece. And he remembers that simple smile Luffy gave him. God, simpler times. Oh, and Koby with determination in his eyes says, I have to stop your dream from being realized. Ooh, yeah, because now that Koby knows just how important the One Piece is. Ah, man, that's wild. Okay, I like that determination. Okay, I hope you get stronger, Koby. Meanwhile, back at Karabari Island, or Empty Bluffs Island, Buggy says, the world is mine, you idiots. Who said I wanted such a thing? His men say, huh? But Chairman Buggy. But Buggy simply looks down and says, the world is ours, right? All the pirates with hearts in their eyes cheer, saying, Chairman Buggy, we'll follow you to the depths of hell. Meanwhile, behind Buggy is Crocodile and Mihawk, who sit in silence. That is until Crocodile motions to Buggy to sit. And Buggy looks back saying, yes, sir. Meanwhile, we then pick up with Katarina Devon with Van Auger and Caribou. Katarina calls in to Teach saying, what's the plan, Teach? We could kill him right now. Teach says, who, Caribou? Caribou begs, Master Teach, I promise. What I have to share will delight you. And Blackbeard says, bring him to me. And what he has to say doesn't blow me away. Will blow him away. Caribou has had the devil's luck for quite some time now. I think he'll be alright. Or we'll see somebody else with his devil fruit. Who knows? But Vegapunk's message continues as we cut back to Egghead. As Vegapunk says, that is simply the truth. Joy Boy is... Jeez. Cut to Emeth being crashed into by Workery, who seems to have grown back the tusk that Emeth knocked off. So yeah, he can regenerate that too. Dang. Poor Emeth. As Emeth slams into the ground, the giants, including Dory and Brogy, call out to the Iron Giant, while the transponder snail inside of Emeth hits the ground hard and blows up. Well, the shell on its back blows up. So I guess that's the end of the message. Dang. Meanwhile, as the Thousand Sunny continues to fly through the sky, with Usopp, Chopper, and Nami continuing to scream, mostly because Ethan Bear and Venus Zero is chasing them through the sky. I'm not sure who's saying what, but I'll assume Usopp says, it's the horse gramps again, while Nami says, do something, Zoro. And Zoro gets ready to take it to Venus Zero, both of them preparing their swords. Meanwhile, Emeth says, sorry, Joy Boy. Jeez. Okay, it was hard to tell what I was seeing, but I guess Luffy, still hovering next to the giant warrior pirate ship, calls out to Emeth saying, Giant Robo! But then he hears Emmett's little ethereal voice as Emeth says, I wanted to apologize. Deep down I knew that you couldn't still be alive. Okay. I was about to be very sad if he really thought that Luffy was just Joy Boy, but he's just like, I know you're not really him, but still. No, that's even sadder to a certain degree. Luffy goes, huh? Are you confusing me for someone else? Emeth tells him, but you look so much like him that it brings back the warm feelings I had that day. I'm sorry, Joy Boy. Sorry that I couldn't make you king. King? Huh? King of the world? What kind of king was Joy Boy trying to become? And we see the Sunny still descending, Saturn starting to reform himself. And a great giant panel with 4 of the 5 elders on the shoreline confronting Emeth, the Thousand Sunny falling as you see Venus Zero chasing, the giant warrior pirate ship off to the side, and then Luffy, who knows if he's in his giant form or just partially giant. It's hard to tell, but man, it's a hell of a scene. The giant warrior pirates say, look out, the earthworm monster. We can't escape. It's gonna sink us. Yeah, the elders can change their sizes just all willy-nilly, cause man, Jupiter looks bigger than ever. Luffy, though, questions King. Emeth asks, so, what's your name? Wait, what? What the hell? Luffy calls out, I'm Monkey D. Luffy, the man who will be king of the pirates. Emeth says, D. He then pulls out a knot, kind of like the knots on Weatheria, but it's kind of in a noose fashion. He pulls it loose, straightening it out, and then lets off Conqueror's Haki. The hell? Was it like, did Joy Boy infuse his Haki into rope? How does that work? Because I get infusing your Haki into something. We see it with swords and stuff like that. But to have infused it, especially Conqueror's Haki, into it, because you create a black blade by infusing armament Haki into the blade, right? But I guess because you can infuse Conqueror's Haki into the weapon too. But for it to be able to be let off like this, we see the Marines start to pass out on the ship. Luffy shocked, questioning, color of the Supreme King? While Emeth says, hey, Luffy, thank you for letting me hear that old familiar rhythm. And as the shockwave of Conqueror's Haki is let off, Emeth tells him, don't die, okay? I won't let you die. Oh, what the hell? Jeez, that Haki that Emeth is letting off is intense too. Marine after Marine falls, foaming at the mouth. Doll, still in her little child form, questions, Haki? Such powerful Haki. Vice Admiral Pomsky questions, who could be doing that? And jeez. And as Emeth lets off more and more of the Conqueror's Haki, the Gorosei are caught up at the epicenter, and the five elders are all forced out of their monstrous forms, returning to their human personas. And then suddenly, back at Marijois, in the little summoning circle they used in order to get to Egghead, where Marcus Mars is just sitting. We were kind of wondering what happened to him. Was he knocked all the way back to Marijois? Or did he just decide, well, I'm a little too far out to just get back on my own, so I'll just go back through the circle? Were they at risk of dying? What? Why? I don't understand. But we see all of the elders back in their human guises, all obviously exhausted and taken off guard, as Marcus Mars just looks at them with a stern look. We then cut to Eam, who cries out, kneeling on the ground. His attendant comes rushing over, saying, oh, great Eam. While Eam is panting heavily on the ground, thinking to themselves, Joy Boy. Meanwhile, the Sunny finally hits the water. And all that happening in the instance of them falling from the sky. They immediately unfurl the sails and take off. Luffy says, you guys, you're all right. And the Straw Hats call out from the ship, Luffy, where did the monster go? Luffy says, I don't know. They're gone. Brogy questions, what could this mean? While Dory says, a robot with Haki? How does Haki make people disappear? All good questions. Meanwhile, Usopp and Chopper are hanging on a Jinbei, with Usopp saying, I'm so glad we made it down. And I think Sanji calls out from the giant warrior pirate ship saying, Nami, are you alright? Nami calls over, I'm fine. But Atlas and Edison. Okay, so I was wondering because I didn't see Saturn before in the place where the Gorosei were, the five elders. But Saturn still stands before Emmet, looking at him menacingly. And then we get a flashback to, I guess, when Emmet was talking with Joy Boy. And you see Joy Boy with the hat. And Emmet wore pants before, And Emmet recalls Joy Boy telling him, remember, Emmet, only when the time is right. Emmet questions, time is right? Joy Boy tells him, I've tied a knot of the greatest of Haki and locked it inside your body. Emmet goes, wow. Joy Boy tells him, you're gonna keep on living long after I'm dead. There will come a day when I can't help you anymore. Emmet goes, what? No. Joy Boy tells him, and when your life is in danger, or someone else is in danger who you want to protect, that's when the time is right. Go ahead and untie that knot. Emmet goes, when the time is right, you'll save me? Joy Boy says, that's right. I'll save you all the way from the past, just like I always do, don't I? So he's very much like Luffy to a certain degree. Emmet, honestly, he smiles, saying, I'm glad, thank you. Then it's like you're here with me. Even after you're dead. Joy Boy tells him, hey, we're talking about a long time in the future, all right? Emmet says, a long, long time. I hope I don't get lonely. We cut back to Emmet standing in the flame, silent. That's so weird. We've never seen Haki applied to something like this. And the fact that it had that reaction to not just the elders, but Eam, like he sensed Joy Boy's Haki and it hurt him or them? I was wondering, I guess because Saturn didn't go through the circle, he still needs to be picked up? Then again, no, he did appear in a circle. He went from the ship to the island. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how that ability worked. Why were the elders transported back to the room of authority? But to have infused Haki into something and to have it last 800 years, that's wild. That black blades are proof that it's possible, and seeing someone who doesn't have or doesn't use Haki still being able to wield a weapon that's imbued with that Haki, that's a lot. And then you also have Koby deciding that he wants to more solidly stand against Luffy. I mean, this is as good of a reason as any for him to really go against Luffy, if only just to save the world, you know? Because Luffy has said it himself. He's not a hero, and there's no guarantee he'd do the right thing with the One Piece. But the Den Mushi inside of Emeth was finally destroyed. It's kind of waiting. Wasn't sure if the message would completely go out or if the transponder snail would be destroyed, but it's the latter rather than the former. And now Caribou is headed to give Blackbeard that information. Dang. I do find myself wondering if he'll end up killing Caribou or not, because the information that Caribou has, that's pretty big, unless Blackbeard already knew. We'll see. But let me know your thoughts on this chapter in the comment section below. Also remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the ride. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I hope to see you later. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.